How long battery you got there?
Should have plenty of battery.
Okay.
Should have plenty of battery. All right, so we're going to start in 4, 3, 2. Welcome back to 3&21. My name's Kemper, your host. This is a time where we talk about college football and try to have a little fun. This is the Auburn, Plainsman, War Eagle, Tiger edition, and we welcome Leon Brown. Welcome, Leon.
Thank you. Thank you, Kemper.
So, Leon, tell us a little bit. When was the first time you fell in love with Auburn football?
1957.
1957.
I was 7 years old. My dad was an Auburn graduate. They met my mom at Auburn. They were both Auburn graduates. They bled orange and blue, and 57 was a national championship team. And he got me to following Auburn that year. That was back when we played 10-game seasons. And then in 58 and 59 and 60, I thought Auburn hung the moon.
Man, you know, you say those, and I'm not a young man by any means, but I was still years from being born. So, do you remember the first Auburn game you went to?
I do. The very first Auburn football game I ever went to was 1960. And it was at Grant Field, Georgia Tech.
At Grant Field.
At Grant Field, and we lost that. We lost that game, 10-9. And the reason we lost it was Shug Jordan scored with 5 minutes left in the game, or something ridiculous like that. Which back in those days,
a score almost
back
meant
in that
you're
day,
gonna win.
that was especially with Bobby Dodd and Shug Jordan as coaches. Auburn scored with just a little time left in the game. Might have been 10 minutes left in the game, but they went for 2 to win it, and instead of going for the tie. And we did not make the 2-point conversion and ended up losing the game.
Which I guess I could put a little needle in you, because a lot of times the predecessor, Pat Dye, would definitely have gone for the kick, huh?
You mean tie-dye? Come on.
Okay, that was unnecessary.
That was unnecessary.
That was unnecessary.
But I will tell you this: when he lined up to kick in that particular
Syracuse,
game,
right?
It was against Syracuse in the Sugar Bowl. When he lined up to kick that extra point, instead of going for 2 to win it, I was throwing things at my television, because I knew exactly what the national press was going to say. I knew.
Yeah.
And he deserved it. He deserved all the criticism he got. Especially
neither one of these teams deserve to lose today.
That's exactly what he said.
Of course. All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back to break down the Auburn Tigers and their 2017 campaign.
I'm here for that.
All right.
Stop it.
Oh, no, hold on. We're just
I got to blow my nose.
Make it quick.
Otherwise, I'm gonna
make it quick, because we're back live in 20 seconds. That's what you get. You got to... Okay. 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to 3&21, a time where we talk about college football and try to have a little fun. So 2017, Leon, overview as a Auburn fan, overview of 2017. What are you expecting? What would you be delighted in, and what would you be disappointed in? What are you expecting first?
I'm expecting I'm more excited about this team than any Auburn football team we've had since 2010. And the reason for that, in 2010, we knew we had a stud quarterback coming. You know, he'd never taken a snap at Auburn, but he was a stud, and we knew it. And of course, you know who I'm talking about, Cam Newton. And
best money, best. Sorry, again.
Yeah,
go
all
for
right.
it.
If we only paid $139,000 for him, I'm going to tell you it was money well spent. That was a bargain. I think Ole Miss would have loved to have gotten him for $139,000.
Mississippi State offered him $180. So We'll edit all this part out. Don't worry.
But we knew he was coming in. We knew he was coming in, and I told you that when you asked me that year, would you take Shreveport? Did you ask me about Shreveport?
I think that's usually my standard.
Would you take Shreveport right now? I said no. I think we're going to have a good year, and I think we're going to win that. I didn't say national championship. I think we're going to win the SEC.
Yeah.
And you poo-pooed that.
I didn't poo-poo that at all, but
yes,
it was a bit outlandish. But
that was it. And I kind of got the same feeling this year, but for the same reason. Yeah. We've got a solid offensive line. We got a solid defensive line. We're returning 6 of our top 7 tacklers on defense.
That's so important.
And Kevin Steele's done a good job of defensive coordinator.
Yeah. Yep.
Getting some defensive output last year, and we know we got a running back in Cam Petway if he can stay healthy. He's a stud and a half.
Yeah, he's a load.
You don't stop him.
Yeah, he's difficult to defend.
And then we got breakaway runner with Kerryon Johnson. And then, of course, we have the transfer.
Everything hinges
on your quarterback.
Yes, absolutely.
And our quarterback is a transfer from Baylor, and Jared Stidham.
A lot riding on him. And what he showed me in the spring game was nothing short of amazing. Yeah.
Especially when he was 14 for 14 and just
hard to get much better than that.
Well, then he missed. Well, he didn't miss. They were dropped. One was dropped. But the thing that impressed me also was we have a lot of young receivers.
Yes.
And they were
good ones.
They were good. They were making circus catches.
Yeah.
And the first incomplete pass was one of those young receivers dropped a ball that was right in his hands for a touchdown.
That's why you have spring games.
Yeah.
So let's pull it back out and talk about Gus Malzahn. What are your overall opinions on Gus, on the Gus bus?
I've bought tickets and sold tickets both for the Gus bus, and right now I'm kind of in between because that Clemson game last year just absolutely destroyed me. We had playing the quarterbacks, and Sean White comes in, does great, and he takes him out. So he puts in Johnson. Johnson comes in and blows it, and stays in for a while until and by the time he put Sean White back in there, it was too late. And there were.
Well, I'll tell you what. Let's look forward.
But what I'm saying was that was a very huge coaching error. Pick a quarterback, give him some confidence. So
well, you won't have that problem this year because it is you're going to ride Stidham.
And I think Sean White would be a very capable backup. Very capable.
I like to call him Stan White.
I'd take Stan White back.
Well, he's the all-time Auburn passing leader.
Yes, I knew that.
Yeah, I didn't. So, I guess more than Sullivan.
Well, yeah, back in those days, even though Auburn was supposed to be a passing team, if you look at how many times they threw it,
17 times a game.
Yeah, it was half of what they throw these days with the spread type offenses. So.
Yeah. Well, let's break down the schedule. I'm going to call out the schedule. You tell me what you think. We're starting out with the Georgia Southern Eagles.
Well,
and I heard the line was 35.
35. It's 35 points. And
seems a little heavy to me.
I'm probably going to be betting on that game. I'm probably going to be betting on Georgia Southern.
Just for fun.
Yeah, just because Malzahn has a history, and it's kind of like Tuberville, same thing, of not covering those big spreads. And he doesn't want to cover the big. It's like he doesn't care about the spread. He wants to win.
It's not the coaches,
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's move it to 2. This is going to be a great game at Clemson. I don't have Clemson winning the ACC, but they are going to be a excellent team.
I got this as a toss.
Yeah.
Pick 'em. I got this as a pick 'em.
Because it's there, they'll probably get 4. I'd put it at 4, maybe.
Yeah, probably, but we can win that game.
100%.
We can win that game.
Now, I'm in Greenville quite a bit, and the folks up there are pretty much counting it as a victory.
I'm not saying we'd be sneaking up on them. I think we got the talent to equal them and to best them. So.
Okay, Mercer Bears.
I hadn't even seen
listen, that's a great.
That has got to be a non BCS or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Game.
But it's a great nursing school, good, and they're going to fund
good law school, good new med school.
Then at Missouri, weak defense, but they score points. I put it as a win. But
I take that as a win. Auburn should destroy.
Come home against Mississippi State with their super good quarterback.
Yeah, but again, I think we should win that game.
I agree. Then you bring in the dumpster fires.
Ole Miss.
Ole Miss is next, man. And
well,
you know what? They've got talent.
They got talent. It depends on. It just depends on whether or not they. If they're going to give up, they may quit. I mean,
absolutely, especially at that point. That's October 7th.
But what I'm hearing is the dumpster fire just getting bigger and bigger over there.
Yeah, it's,
with the NCAA 15 major violations that they're investigating.
Hey, Ole Miss is better than that too.
Yeah, I know. So I mean, I'd say we should win it. We should win it easily. But that's just you never know. It's an SEC game. Come on.
At LSU, the slugfest. What I call it is the slugfest.
We haven't beaten LSU in Baton Rouge in this century.
What?
1999 was the last time we beat LSU, and Auburn more than any other team loves to keep streaks like that alive. I don't know why that is. But LSU's never an easy game, and frankly, I think LSU's overrated this year. I mean, I really do.
They got a lot of talent, but there is a lot of question marks, and it's one of the first times in a long time it's not their quarterback. He's okay.
Right. So I don't have a feel for that game. We could get our first victories in this century over there this year. We have the talent to do it.
Absolutely.
But whether or not
I think you might.
The old Rougarou that lives in Louisiana will attack us, I don't know. It's just I'm hopeful, but
I think you guys. I have you guys winning that game. Actually, every game except Clemson so far. Then you go back-to-back road games at Arkansas, who's pretty good.
Yeah, but.
And you love bulimia.
Bulimia, yeah. Bulimia.
I like him.
I hate him. I can't stand him.
Leon.
He comes in with this, I'm going to play real football. At Arkansas, we play real football. Well, what's the rest of the SEC beating you with then, jerk?
All right, let's move it forward. You get a week off, then you go third road game in a row, Texas A&M. I got you winning that game too.
That game scares me more than any other game.
Really?
Texas A&M is just an offensive.
Yeah, but I think it could be a really bad year for them with all the.
You said Auburn, right?
No, it's at Texas A&M.
Is it?
Yep. Then you play the old Georgia Bulldogs. Oh,
Lord have mercy. Screw Georgia.
Oh, Leon, this is a family show here. Good thing we have editing capabilities. Then
let me expand on that.
Oh boy.
This would be the game that will determine Gus Malzahn's fate. This will be the game that determines Gus. Not the Alabama game, as everybody's saying. It'll be if he doesn't beat Georgia this year. Was it 5 in a row we've lost? Since 2013.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's close to 4 in a row.
Man.
And if we don't win this game, I think people are getting tired of losing to Georgia. Auburn people are tired of losing to Georgia. And we got the talent. We should be able to win.
Absolutely.
We should have won last year. We were ahead at halftime. And why?
Dang, you were playing with a one-armed quarterback.
Didn't get a first down in the second half, did we?
Yeah, that was a great defense.
It's just,
All right. And then you get Alabama at home.
Don't we have a cupcake in between?
It doesn't show it on here.
Usually we have a cupcake.
Well, the schedule that you printed off for me cut the Georgia game and if there's a cupcake on there.
But no, that game makes 12 with the Georgia game, so I guess there's not a cupcake. Their cupcake is
Mercer.
That's a little early. Homecoming? Is it going to be an early
Uh,
homecoming this year?
It does not say. Homecoming, yes it is.
Yeah, okay. It's an early homecoming. Usually
It is an early, third game. Very early.
Yeah, usually our homecoming is between Georgia and Alabama.
Which would be a good time for
And
it.
usually it's with Citadel or
Yeah.
Division I AA team.
You know, I would rather have the homecoming game be against Auburn or against, a big.
I would too.
you
I
know,
would too. You probably get more alumni.
Yeah.
But then again, they don't want to
Yeah,
ruin
right,
the party.
Right.
But so you have to have a subdued party every now and then. But then when you do win the big game, it's a massive party.
Yes.
So I'd rather have it be a big game.
Well, listen, we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back. We're going to do a thing we call 5 things. All right.
I don't know what those 5 things
No,
are.
you don't know what those 5 things are.
But
when you come back,
I'm here.
All you got to
I'm
do
here.
is answer the question. Doesn't have to be short, but keep it pithy. Keep it pithy.
Pithy's my middle name. Oh, you said pithy, not
Piss.
pithy. Okay.
No, keep it pithy.
Okay.
Not pissy.
Okay.
Right. All right, we're going to come back. Ready? Welcome back to 3rd and 21, the show where we talk about college football and try to have some fun. So, Leon, I'm going to ask you 5 things. Just give me the first that pops into your head. And we'll start it off with this. If I gave you ground transportation, tickets, airfare, hotel to any game on the 2017 schedule for any teams, where would you go?
For any team.
For any team. You could pack up your bags and head out west.
I'd probably go to the
Keep it pithy.
I'd probably go to Texas A&M.
Texas A&M against who?
Auburn. We're playing at A&M, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, and
I would love to see that. I'd like to. If I went, I'd like to go on the Thursday night when
the yell practice.
The yell practice.
Yeah.
I'd like to go to the pep rally. They used to have the bonfire until those 9 people got killed or 7 people got killed in that. Remember that?
Yeah, I was in an airport. I remember it.
That was a terrible tragedy. But they say that was something to behold. It was a
And their
bonfire.
band.
And their band,
outstanding.
their tradition,
Yeah.
they were a good fit to the SEC.
Yes, they were.
They come in
Yeah.
with thick, just sick tradition, and it just fits right in with us. And I would love to see it.
Right.
So Auburn, I really don't enjoy going to football games, college football games that I don't have Auburn's not in. It's just so it would be definitely have to be an Auburn game, and that'd be the one.
Favorite bowl that you're going to watch?
Sugar Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Sugar Bowl.
At night.
SEC.
At night.
At night. Who got the national championship game this year, do you know?
I don't know.
No.
I don't know. If it was up to me, it would be the Rose Bowl every single year.
Is this the year that
Sugar Bowl's got it?
no, that
No.
Atlanta had it as
I don't think so.
Huh.
I think we know. No.
But anyway, I like I've always liked the Sugar Bowl, the pomp ceremony of the
Okay.
Sugar Bowl.
Let me ask you this.
And it's also in New Orleans.
Yeah. So let me ask you this. This doesn't have to be the greatest win of all time, but what is a time where you were watching an Auburn game, you were just like, yes, we got it. We got it. An Auburn highlight.
You're kidding, right?
Question for you, man.
You're kidding, right?
I think I know what you're going to say.
Well,
but,
it has no, actually, there's two of them. There's two of them, and both of them were against Alabama, of course.
Of course.
And one of them was 1972. Punt Bama punt, 17-16. I mean, Alabama had a defense that could not be penetrated. Could not be penetrated.
They got a history of that.
And it was the best. It was the best ever, if I'm not mistaken, that year. And we went into that game as big underdogs, even though we'd only lost one game. We went into that game big underdogs, and somehow going into the fourth quarter,
punt Bama, punt.
Going into the fourth quarter, they had us 16-3 on a missed extra point for them, and then it got down to 5 minutes and 48 seconds left in the game, and we blocked the punt, and Bill Newton ran it back. No, Bill Newton blocked it, and oh my goodness.
Punt Bama punt.
Anyway,
do you remember where you were when you watched it?
I didn't watch it.
Listen to it on
the
radio?
Listened to it on the radio. Back in those days,
you weren't.
There was only one or two college football games on. In '72.
So take the suspense away. What's the other?
Oh, gee, let me think about this. It could be when we lost. It was
kick six.
It had to be kick six.
Yeah, come on, man, that was something else.
I will tell you this about the kick six. I was watching that right in here in my TV, and I was by myself because everybody else had already left, and getting ready for the overtime because we knew it was going to be OT. And so I was watching it, and the kick came. First, I thought, "Oh my gosh, it's going to be good," and then it started fading off to the left a little bit, or to the right if you're from their kicker's point of view, and started fading off. And I said, "No, it's going to hit the upright," and then it came down short. And Davis ran it out. I said, "Why not run it out? You got nothing to lose, even if you fumble it, unless they pick it up and return it. There's no time."
It's a good gamble.
He ran it out, and then he ran over to the sidelines. And when he hit the sidelines, I said, "Okay, he stepped out." And he went around the Bama players. I said, "He stepped out." And everybody started. The crowd was going nuts. The announcers were going nuts. And it was like, "It's okay. He stepped out. We're going to overtime, guys." And when he scored, I didn't. And they kept saying, "There are no flags. There's no."
Auburn going to win the football game.
They said there's no flag. Auburn's going to win, and it took a good 3 minutes for it to actually set in that we had just won that football game.
Wow.
And when I saw their quarterback, what's his face, march off the field to his girlfriend, his gorgeous girlfriend, I might add.
Wow.
And kiss her and walk off.
Yeah.
It's like, I think we just won this football game. And then it was 2 or 3 minutes before I started screaming.
Wow.
Because I was in disbelief, and it was the great. It's still rated as the greatest football victory of all time by many.
And watching Saban slink off the field had to be. Okay, well, let me ask you the next question. Who would you say is your biggest rival, and describe them in either one word or one sentence?
You don't want me to answer this question.
It's called 5 things.
You don't want me to answer this question.
I'm assuming it's Alabama.
It's not. We're talking. You said my biggest rival.
Right. Yes.
Not the school. Obviously, the school.
This question is directed to you.
Obviously, Auburn's biggest rival is Alabama. But my biggest rival is the University of Georgia.
Wow. Well, then complete the question. Describe in one word or one sentence.
Obnoxious.
Really?
And I'm not talking about you personally.
Oh, right. No, I'm just a host here. I'm just a host.
Georgia boy. But growing up as an Auburn fan in Georgia, back in the days of How About Them Dogs. Remember How About Them Dogs?
Quite well.
It was, and we were not good back in those days. We were not. We still managed to beat Georgia.
Yeah, I was about to say.
But we were not good. We were not amongst the elite football team. We're still not amongst. We're on the edge.
You're up there.
But Georgia, and all my family, all went to Georgia. All my aunts and uncles, and they were big Dog fans, and they used to just poo-poo Auburn all the time when we, oh boy, Auburn, it always, and it.
Well, okay, you've established the fact that you think Georgia's obnoxious.
The fans,
right.
Two Auburn people, they look down on us. Why, I don't know.
Oh, no, I think that's just a complex you guys got. Anyway, okay, so final question. I have asked you in the past if you would sign for Shreveport, but I'm going to up the deal. Guaranteed Sugar Bowl, or let the season play out as it will.
Well, if the Sugar Bowl is a national championship
Well,
game
that's
this
not,
year,
no,
that's
not the
I'll
question.
take that guarantee.
No. Sugar Bowl, if that's not the national championship game.
That is a wonderful question.
That's why I get paid the big money.
That is a wonderful question.
Yeah.
No, I won't take that.
Yeah.
Because
what could happen,
and
I see a lot of good things.
I mean, what's the worst that's going to happen is I think the Citrus Bowl or not Citrus, or one of the Orlando or something would be.
I think that you guys could realistically be in the Sugar Bowl. With a 10-1 or 1-loss season.
We could be, or maybe with a 2-loss season, we'll be in Orlando, which is not that much worse than. I know, because I mean, we, would Alabama take that deal?
Of course not.
Of course not. So,
but we're not talking about Alabama.
You're talking about a school in Alabama.
Well, with that, we're going to wrap it up. Leon, it has been a pleasure.
War Eagle.
War Eagle. We'll catch you next time on 3rd and 21.
How about them, dogs?
Right on.